What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2 and my Hardcore Mystics Only playthrough. Now, we've got the Liferoot Forest up next, but before we get into that, let's see what kind of hotness we get right here for our daily login reward. So, Chaos 3, of course, the absolute dream would be Deadly Strikes. What are we going to get? Not Deadly Strikes. So, another bum shard, kind of par for the course, though. Very normal occurrence in DD2, sadly. Never, ever do you get the shard you want, that is for sure. Let's hop right on into the Liferoot and continue the campaign here. Alright, and here we go. So, without any real options yet, we're going to just kind of stick with the same flavor we've been going with. So, we are going to go with, where do we want to wall it? Let's actually wall it like right here. Wall it a little bit farther back than we normally would. And then that will give us some, I think we'll get a little upfront killing area too. Let's go with one over there. We'll go one right in the back. Let's just go with something like that for the moment, and we'll see how this all plays out. Same thing here. We can go back a little further than normal and kind of utilize the line of sight that we had there on that wall. And then we've got this lovely little row where we can set up a little bit of killing. We're going to have a lot of upfront killing opportunities here on this one too, I believe. Same thing here. Let's go... we'll put a wall like right about there, and we'll utilize the rail here probably. Something like that. And then down at this lane. Now this lane, you know what? Let's put our wall right here. That way we can take advantage of this environmental trap. Let's just go with it right about like that, and we'll throw a few snakes behind. And what is that going to leave? It leaves a lot. So we got lots of leftover DU. We can get a little upfront killing going on. And where do we want that stuff? Well, we can go like up here with some goodies. Let's go with like, let's go with a Sand Viper there. And let's throw a couple of Serpent's Coils in as well. Over here, I don't think we're going to have to worry too much about it. But here we've got an opportunity. Quite a few of them, actually. We can go with, like, a couple of Sand Vipers there. I want to get some Serpent Coils in, but not having any range. I'm not sure. Not sure how well this is going to do. See, we got 150 left. Where do we want to go with the 150? I mean, I think we just threw Serpent Coils in here. We can go like one right there, one there. Do we have enough left for an obelisk? We don't. But what I can do is thin out some of the upfront stuff. Because like over here I went probably a little bit hard. Let's see. Let's just get rid of one of those snakes, and that will leave us a little something something for an obelisk. Now I've got a relic on the obelisk now. Let's just throw it, we'll just throw it right there. Alright, let's let it fly and see how it goes. Going to be taking advantage of this environmental trap here on this side quite a bit. But we're just going to have to keep an eye on the rest of the map and see what happens. The Mystic is a challenge starting off. Now, it will get way, way easier. Particularly as... you know, as we get more and more shards and start to get some mods, life will get much, much easier for us on the Mystic. But it is going to be a little bit of a challenge up until that point, and the reason being is you know, you've got that whole only one beam from a snake can hit one enemy at a time. So it doesn't matter how many sand vipers you put down, only one beam can hit an enemy. Now, you can get your coils and a sand viper will both hit an enemy. So that's why I've been kind of throwing the coils in quite a bit as well, just to get a little bit of additional damage there. Here comes the flyers. I don't think the flyers are going to be too bad on this one. Yeah, just keep mowing them down. We got an achievement for something. Oh, it was hitting level 25, I believe. Let's throw a couple of upgrades in here. You know, this wall is going to take a beating. I feel like I need to move it back just a little bit, too. It was up just a little bit far. Now it's a little uncomfortably close to my vipers, but we'll be alright. Let's see. Did I lose? Let's go Serpent's Coil there. Throw a Serpent's Coil over there. What did I lose? I had to have lost something here. Or maybe not. Alright, let's just go ahead. We got room for 2 more snakes now. We can actually throw them in right here and get a little bit of double dip. We'll be able to hit the lane up above and the lane down below. So not going to be a huge impact, but it's a little something something. Let's go ahead and let it fly here and make sure we're making good use of our all our free kills here. Try to get them when there's as many in that range or in that zone as possible, but one of the benefits with that obelisk is just having the ridiculous range without, you know, without even having any shards or mods or anything. And upgrade that wall. Well, let's see. We get another use here. Just go ahead and get rid of that orc. And then here come the flyers. Looking good. Our walls are getting beat down big time. Let's go and throw an upgrade on that. I think I will end up splitting and using another Mystic earlier, where I didn't even really get into using a second Dryad. I created one, but didn't really get in very far to actually using it. I think this one will definitely have a Waller Mystic set up a little bit earlier to get a little bit more health on those, you know, on those walls. All right, wave 3. Let's let it fly here. Still have quite a bit of mana laying around. Let's cancel that one. Hit that instead. I kind of want to save that for orcs when they're at the wall, but at the same note, I want to make sure I'm not missing out on any usages. If you use it super early, you can normally get 2 uses per wave. But you do have to use it early. Sand Viper down. Oh, what do we got going on? We got something very unhappy there for a moment. Get these guys thrown at each other for a minute. Uh-oh. We got a flyer down there. Alright, flyer down. Another obelisk benefit. The obelisk is what took that flyer out of the wall. Alright, so we lost a Sand Viper here. That was from moving the wall back, I'm pretty sure. Let's just put it over this way. Grab some of this mana and get a few more upgrades in. Alright, looking good. Let's let it fly here. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with the game going to poo there in the middle of the last wave, but it is one of those things that happens in DD2 periodically. Just normally not quite that bad. Alright, we got a Dark Mage rolling in, but I think we got a little bit of time before we need to worry about it too much. We are going to take a lot of damage from javelin throwers here. Deal with that Cobalt the easy way. Go and get a Call to Madness up in this mess. That's taking so much damage in the back from the javelin throwers. Their shots pierce, of course. Alright, and final wave. This one hasn't gone too bad. I'm a little nervous about the next map, Betsy map. We just don't have enough range to reach Betsy. And then remember, even if we could reach Betsy, only one beam from one snake is going to hit her. So we're going to be very dependent on our abilities for that Betsy fight for sure. Let's see. We got a Super Wither Beast here. Let's get some damage in on that guy up front. It's the one in the back. And this one right here is the actual boss. Might have to eat a Cobalt here. Alright, well the Wither Beast is down. That Dark Torment will help out for a moment. How we doing over here? Getting a little bit beat up over here. Getting smashed on in the mid. It's like Quab might be in trouble. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Alright, looks like we're going to be able to pull it out. Did get a little sketchy there for a moment, though. Alright, there we go. Liferoot Forest in the bag. Now, hopefully we got some loot off of that one. It'd be nice to see some upgrades. Nothing really good. Let's auto-collect everything and take a look and see what we got. All right, and here we go. Anything good? We got an Orc Boom. That's a big defense power gain, though, so we will throw that right on our Sand Vipers. That's a slight upgrade to our Serpent's Coil. Anything else? I think here at this point we can just auto-equip and just kind of see what the best rolled stuff is. Looks like we're going a little bit more into hero damage now. And then we got a Shard defense crit damage. Well, I mean, it's not a hot item, but it is usable. I'm not even going to bother upgrading it, I don't believe. No point in going into crit damage when your chance to crit is non-existent. So it doesn't do a whole lot for us on that one. But there we go. Liferoot is in the bag. We got the end of the campaign up next, which also means we're going to complete... we're going to get 300 Defender medals just for completing that. And then a Defender pack. We'll also get our first pet, which is nice. Now, 300 Defender medals is going to put me over 1,000, so I'm going to be able to buy a Shard finally. And that will be quite helpful, there is no doubt. But that will do it for now. Thanks a ton for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.